do 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 do. Are we starting?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so
Let the
let the freaks speak.
Let the
Nathaniel
freaks
and
speak.
Nicholas.
Nicholas and Nathaniel.
That's we've came up with names, and that's the one we decided on.
Yep.
And our last subject, I believe, we were talking about Darwinism.
I don't even remember that.
No, we weren't never talking about Darwinism.
Never talked about Darwinism.
But what's your thoughts on Darwinism?
What kind of, like, social Darwinism, like survival of the fittest?
Mm-hmm.
Well, nowadays.
What does that mean?
Well, nowadays is what I'm saying is it's like survival of all kinds of different people. I don't think just the tough survive anymore.
Do you think the most economically privileged only survive?
Well, no, because you see a lot of poor people surviving. They just don't survive the best life. But even when, in like terms of money, you know, survival of the fittest doesn't have to do with that. That's only a factor in it now, I think. I think, you know, if it was just survival of the fittest and it was anarchy everywhere, I think some poor people would be killing motherfuckers.
Left and right, huh?
Exactly. And not just poor people.
Not just the poors.
Yeah.
Nah, the rich too.
Yeah, rich. Well, the rich are killing people. They're just covering it up. They're just like,
Throw some dirt on it.
exactly. I've killed 7 people drunk driving.
Oh God.
But
Caitlyn Jenner.
I've got a great defense lawyer. My defense lawyer's name is Nicholas Randrew Calanzania. He went to Dima Law School in San Monterey, Nevada. He's my best friend and my attorney for all my drunk driving cases that I get away with because I am a white heterosexual Christian male. I also vote. I don't vote.
That's un-American.
I'm the most American person around.
Oh no, man. I think other people got it figured out.
Like who? Like, what do you mean other people?
You know?
Like different countries?
No, not really.
Just other people?
Yeah.
In what do they have figured out?
In what context?
Yeah.
You know? They're just doing better.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot more people with more money in their pocket. Yeah.
I define people by rich and poor because, you know, there's only rich people and there's only poor people.
If you look at it that way. Because there's some people that only look at it like race. Like, we've got these white people and then we've got these other colored people.
Or you can look at it as
wrong?
Intellectual. You know, we only got smart people and we only got dumb people.
Yeah, it really just depends on how you break it down because you could say we've got doers and we've got doers and we've got don'ters.
Yeah, we also got doers and we got don'ters.
Exactly. Why is everybody trying to segregate this world into categories?
Categories. See, we need to break down our categories then.
Why? Everybody breaks down. You can break down everything into so many different subcategories. It's like music. There's so many different subgenres of rock. There's metal, which some people would probably say metal is its own genre itself, but I would say metal is just a subgenre of rock. And what would rap be? Rap would be a subgenre of jazz.
Jazz.
No.
Yes.
Maybe.
No, because what came from jazz was, you know, like R&B and soul music and all that.
I
and
would
what
say,
came from that was, you know, hip hop.
No, I think metal might be its own genre, its own style.
Why do you say that? You don't think it's rock? Well, it is rock.
Well,
isn't
it comes from rock. Yeah,
exactly.
It has roots in rock, but then again, you kind of have to think about it like
how different it sounds and
exactly.
different like type of way they play.
The different style, but there's a lot of subgenres of metal.
Yeah.
There's like death metal, grunge metal, stoner metal,
trash metal,
thrash metal, pash metal, dash metal, hash metal, cash
Kurt Cobain metal.
Kurt Propane.
Kurt Cocaine
Propane. And this is my next song. I'm Kurt Propane. Fuel me. Filling up your tank, just fuel me. Nah, Courtney Love killed me.
Oh, dang. You know, Courtney Love, you know, she's doing better.
I don't care.
You think Billy cares?
Billy.
You know, Smashing Pumpkins, Billy.
Billy McCormick?
Mm-hmm. Wait, who's Billy McCormick? Who's...
I don't know anything about that whole drama.
Yeah, well, me neither, but you think he's, you know, you think he's happy for her?
Did they have a thing?
Yeah, they had a thing after Kurt
like
died.
They were like touching each other. They're just like, oh, sell me all his lyrics. Sell me all his lyrics that he never published. I'll buy him off you.
It's all consensual and all this conspiracy, but
consensual conspiracies.
Consensual conspiracies. The novel for Billy and Courtney Love's Love.
And he was just like, Smashing Pumpkins.
You think he's ever thought about
smashing some real pumpkins? You think on Halloween they just smash pumpkins in front of his doorstep? Be like, hey, that's the guy from Smashing Pumpkins. They just start smashing pumpkins on his doorstep.
You could tell by his bald head and the way he's holding those pumpkins.
It's like he always has pumpkins year round. I didn't even know pumpkins were in season.
It must cost them a lot of money during the winter. Billy.
If anybody knows Billy, like we don't know Billy,
give us a call.
Give us a call at 777-678-77377-9er.
But we want you to keep a Christian mindset because we keep it Christian.
Yeah, we keep it Christian here on Let the Freak Speak.
Keeping it Christian since Christianity.
Keeping it Christian since 96. Christianity is my love. Christianity is my life.
We do indulge in other type of religions, but you know.
Yeah, but we think they all suck compared to Christianity. Christians, Jesus, forgiveness. That's what we go by, bro.
Nah, not
really.
We
forgave everybody.
Maybe Scientology should be forgiven. I forgave them.
Scientology is a Hollywood religion. And they're infiltrating our government, and they're listening to this podcast, and they're going to come break in through our window. They're the ones mailing me weed. They're mailing me weed.
The CIAs are listening to us.
I don't have internet, but if anybody from the FBI or the CIA is listening to this right now, hey, if you could fucking get some internet out here, I'll let you spy on me 10 times more. I just want some fucking internet, man.
You think that's real? You think, if you have a better connection to internet, they can listen to you better, other than just
probably
listening to through your
like
utensils?
What though?
I don't know.
How are?
Well, they say they can listen through your phone and your laptop.
When it's not connected?
Yeah, when it's not even connected.
Or in service?
In service.
That's crazy, because I would think they would be able to give me a little bit of fucking internet while they're doing it, right?
That's what I say. You think there's a better connection with internet? Like, they're like, oh yeah, I could spy on you better now that you have internet.
You just like see a Wi-Fi network pop up. It just says spy van. It's like, oh fuck, they're unlocked. Hell yeah. Dude, I've been pinging off this guy's Wi-Fi for years. I watched some atrocious things on the internet. You're telling me they were watching me watch that stuff?
What have you been talking about in a podcast for the FBI and the CIA to be listening to you? You think they listen to Alex Jones?
Well, I would imagine so. Because that guy was like not powerful, but he had an audience.
Yeah, he had an audience. Well, he'd say the craziest shit.
Exactly, and people would start to believe that shit.
Yeah. He has so many conspiracies. Some of them are even like scary to even say because I don't want the media coming after me. And who knows if the media even knows about me?
Dude, the media don't know shit about me.
The local newspaper doesn't even know about me.
The local newspaper. Who reads the fucking newspaper nowadays?
Older people. All the time. I see them buy them at
the they're like, man, remember the 40s? Whenever I was riding my old bicycle down to the creek, and then we were gonna go skip some rocks with Sally Mae.
Did your bicycle not mean that much to you?
My bicycle didn't mean shit to me. I bought it with my summertime job for 25 cents.
I loved my bicycle.
It was American made at the time.
Oh.
American steel from Detroit.
Papa.
It was a Chevy bicycle.
The Chevy bicycle.
It had 6 horsepower.
Where are the bicycle commercials, man? They're always playing, stationary bicycle, commercials. But where are the bicycle commercials? Give me that, Honda.
Why Honda? You heard us here, Honda. You better pick us up, endorse us, and send us some Honda bicycles.
Okay, Mongoose bicycles.
Mongoose bicycles. If anyone from Mongoose bicycles is listening to this, send us some Mongoose bicycles. We'll ride them. We'll give them a fucking review.
Put out the commercials. We're waiting.
We'll make commercials. We'll make those commercials for you. We'll shoot them on our cell phones. We'll ask our FBI agents if cool if we borrow their Wi-Fi for a little bit. Boom. Upload it on the internet. You guys got thousands of customers buying Mongoose bicycles.
If Raisin Bran cereal is still putting out commercials, I don't see why bicycle commercials can't be.
If Raisin Bran's still putting out commercials, Raisin Bran, hit us up. Raisin Bran, the cereal of the future with a touch of the past. Raisin Bran.
That's good for you, Good for your heart, good for the cholesterol.
Yeah, good for your colon, too. It helps you poop.
I don't even drink milk. I use almond milk.
I don't drink milk either. I use oat milk.
I use pig breast milk, actually.
I use turtle dove milk.
You use turtle dove milk.
Do birds
lactate?
Milk?
No, dude, they don't lactate. They're birds. What does that mean? I don't know, but they don't lactate.
Why not?
Because
imagine that.
Is a bird a mammal or is it a bird?
No,
it's a mammal, right?
No, I don't think so because feathers aren't. I don't think
so. Birds are birds.
I don't know if feathers are considered hair.
Yeah, I don't
birds
know.
are dinosaurs, bro.
You think so?
They come from the dinosaur
era. Yeah. Well, a turkey looks just like a prehistoric dinosaur, in my opinion. The way it just like
what about
vultures? The face it looks, and vultures too. They all have that weird face that doesn't really look like.
Well,
it looks like a lizard.
It's that long beak. No, I don't think birds look like lizards.
I do. It's just like this distinction I see for myself. It's weird.
I saw this meme and it was just like, isn't it crazy how you haven't really seen much birds since the government shut down? And there's like this. I guess there's this whole conspiracy going on that birds are manufactured by the government.
Holy shit, that's weird.
Right? Imagine.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Why? Why the fuck? It's like spy birds.
The majority of our birds are spy birds. That's what they're thinking.
You got fucking spy birds all over New York. Fucking pigeons.
California already thinks. I don't know if California has pigeons. I've never seen a pigeon, but they started seeing pigeons in California, and there's a conspiracy that the government's, putting those pigeons there to like spy on people. I don't know if that's real or not, but the government, Raisin Bran hit us up.
The government's training these pigeons to like
deliver notes. Raisin Bran.
There you go. That's a commercial right there for your Raisin Bran. Just listen to it.
Use the conspiracies commercials against the conspirators.
Use it for profit.
Use it for profit.
Exactly.
Hey, you see someone putting out JFK getting assassinated? Hey, they shoot a box of cereal instead.
Yeah, a cereal head box, bro. And it's just like, boom.
Magic bullet.
Lee Harvey Oswald is Raisin Bran Crunch, and the competitor cereal is the FK.
Every time I hear Lee Harvey Oswald's name, I don't like.
You think of a pro basketball player?
No, I think of Full Metal Jacket right away.
Why?
Because it's the part where the Marine talks about how they had military training and then they did their shit.
Not familiar with it.
Yeah. And then there's the guy who shot all those people, in a bird's nest in Texas. Remember that? You don't remember that? One of them was a pregnant lady.
How recent was this?
That was a long time ago.
Or was that before?
Yeah, that was like the 70s or 60s.
That was before the assassination?
Mm-hmm. Well, something like that.
I don't know much about the JFK assassination. I kind of get... Like, I know the basics for the most part. I know that there's conspiracy that someone was on the grassy... Like, someone was on the grass.
Mm-hmm. The grassy knoll.
Yeah.
Well, remember what Bill Hicks said about... you can go to the library where they say he shot from, and then, like, you can't even stand right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
I wonder if you can... I wonder if it's still open. That spot's still, like, available.
I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. Like, it's probably a big fucking tourist attraction. It's kind of a historical monument for some people.
Nah, that grassy knoll is probably
And guess what? It keeps people fucking thinking that that's what happened.
The grassy knoll is just, like... It's crazy. It's probably done there. The government Raisin Bran.
It was it was the comedian from Watchmen. He did it. You know, the Watchmen got it historically correct. Mm-hmm. And then for some reason that the Watchmen's a piece of history. That really happened, but then Dr. Manhattan fixed it all. I don't know.
Dr. Manhattan Raisin Bran.
There you go, Raisin Bran.
There you go, Raisin Bran.
Dicks on the table, Raisin Bran.
Dicks
your move.
On the table, your move.
I hope we don't get sued by Raisin Bran, because then I'm gonna have to call my defense lawyer, Rickolas, Randrew. I forgot what the last name was.
Well, let's say he's in contact.
Yeah,
he's in contact.
Rickolas is he's our Christian lawyer. He went to DEMA Law School.
Demons.
Yeah, so if any of you are trying to come out here with a lawsuit against us for some fucked reason, go fuck yourself.
You know what? I'm starting to think that, conspiracies are just a load of baloney because,
I haven't had baloney in forever.
Exactly, conspiracies. Baloney. Conspiracy. Baloney conspiracy?
What you're trying to tell me is that my conspiracies are bar S? Or are they Oscar Mayer?
I say every conspiracy is BS. I don't believe anything.
No, Bar S, like the brand, like the bologna brand.
Yeah,
Bar S.
Mm-hmm. But maybe the flat Earth's real. I don't know.
I
don't even believe we have a round Earth.
What do you think? The Earth is a square?
It could be anything. Maybe it's hexagon. Maybe it's a polygon. Maybe it's a tetrahedron.
A dodecahedron.
A dodecahedron.
I do not remember what the sides of a dodecahedron are. My math teacher told me I was kind of stupid.
What do you think teachers think when they see a dumb kid? You think they'll think like, there is hope for him?
Maybe. Yeah. I wonder what teachers think when they see me.
Oh.
Like, teachers used to see me, like, stoned all the time.
Oh, dude.
And just be like...
They couldn't tell you anything.
Like, fucking loser. It's like, that kid is going nowhere in life.
I went to a high school with a kid like you, and you know what I thought? You know what happened to him?
What?
Dead. He died. Drugs.
He died from drugs.
Drugs twice.
He died from drugs twice.
He almost died.
He was resuscitated.
He lost breath for a little while. Heart stopped, but they brung him back. Next time he died. He died twice on drugs. I went to school with that guy. His name was Rick Daniel.
Hey, don't you goddamn dare bring the Rick Daniel in.
Rick Daniel was the man. He made his book Daniel Rick.
No, that's fucking inaccurate. Rick Daniel is an American actor. He's the host of the Rick Daniel Variety Hour. Coming soon, probably never. But
hopefully it does.
Rick Daniel is a staple in American fucking
Raisin Bran,
television.
give us money.
Exactly. We are not sponsored by Raisin. We are not sponsored by Raisin
We
Bran.
have nothing connected to Raisin Bran.
We're gonna promote the fuck out of Raisin Bran this episode.
We love their cereal.
Raisin Bran.
I do
the
believe
brand for you.
Raisin Bran does make a good cereal, just like how Chex makes a great cereal.
I don't know if you should try and be promoting another cereal brand while we're trying to get another fucking cereal sponsor.
I thought it was equal equality on both parts.
Well, you should probably see who manufactures Chex. What company manufactures Chex versus what company manufactures...
Was it Kellogg? Right?
I think Kellogg's Raisin Bran, but who does Chex? I think Chex is General Mills.
Yeah, Chex is General
Yeah,
Mills.
so you can't be trying to promote two different cereal brands, bro. That's fucking gang rivalry right there, bro. Why would you try and do that?
It's like Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
It's like the first episode, and you're trying to fuck us up already.
Well, I don't like Pepsi.
I don't even like Coca-Cola either. I have this Coke on my desk because I thought it was strange that they would have a fucking Coke that says Sharon Ice Cold Coke with Lopez. Because they were doing that whole, like, putting names on the bottles. Yeah. So I'm never going to drink this. I might just seal it up with some super glue, make it look real nice, and then...
Yeah. Leave it.
Yeah.
Let mold.
Would that happen?
Well, I don't know. You should just... Oh, man, dude. If only they made them in glass, you know? That would be better.
Exactly.
To put up, you know?
I think...
Who needs to drink a Coke?
Not me.
Exactly.
I drank a fucking energy drink the other day, and it felt so strange. Like, I don't...
Stick to root beer.
Even drinking that soda today, I drank that Sprite, but that whole time I was drinking Sprite, I was just like, damn, I wish I would have just got water.
You were like, dang.
That's why I started. That's why
I got water. I saw you, jacking off earlier, and I didn't know how.
You were watching me jack off earlier.
Well, I stumbled in on you.
What is that? No, you secretly creeped in and waited a little bit. Watched me get in the mood.
You know what? Now that's coming out in the open, it doesn't sound as bad as you say it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I did stumble in on you.
No, you didn't stumble in.
Yeah,
you creeped in.
No, I stumbled.
No,
in.
you looked through the crack of the door and you're just like, you saw my feet,
no.
you saw my toes wiggling, my bare ankles, and my bare naked legs, and you were just like, oh, I wonder what's behind this door. He must be taking a nap. But
I
then
don't know why
you heard some ferocious, and then you just like,
no, I don't think you're taking that because you're actually crouched over
my laundry basket.
over your laundry basket, jacking.
How
off.
dare you expose my special sanctity like that?
Well, I noticed all your girlfriends. Wife. Clothes were all on top. So what were you doing with those, huh? Like
just thinking about my wife,
jacking off on her clothes,
and thinking about her. If that doesn't make me a great husband, I don't know what does.
You spend your time jacking off thinking about your wife?
Yeah. I don't see the harm there.
Okay. You know what? I'm not married.
No, you're not. And you'll never be married with that attitude. What you need to do, you need to find some women's clothing. And you need to just put it on your clothing hamper. And just throw it away. Go clean yourself up. Go find a good job. Get a girlfriend. Take her on some steady dates. And then boom, get on one knee. You pop that ring out of your butthole, and you're just like, hey, we're doing this. You go to Vegas. You slap her titties around on the drive up there. And then bada bing, bada boom, you're married.
You think
I think that's that's how you're gonna get married. I think that's your whole wedding scenario right
My
there.
wedding scenario is going to Vegas and getting married?
Yeah, in the spur of the moment, we're all going to be fucked up. Like, we're going to be driving there.
Wait.
Super fucked up. Some designated driver is going to be driving us in, like, a van.
How long?
How did we get the van? I don't know.
How long have I known this girl?
We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You've known her for a year.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And we do... So... You're saying my wedding's not going to be so ceremonial, just more like I'm getting married type of situation?
Like a spur of the moment type thing.
Of spur of the moment. Fuck you.
But your grandma's going to be there.
I hate you. No, that's not me. That's not me.
Want to know something crazier about that?
What?
Your grandma's fucked up with us.
Oh my god.
She's like drinking tequila the whole way because I can only see your grandma drinking tequila.
Well, I don't even know why you could see my grandma drinking in the first place.
Well, we never told you about that one time me, Johnny, and her went bowling. Yeah, we're bowling champs, bro. We never told you that. I was part of their bowling team. We were called the Ace of Suede.
You're something else, man.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
But
being something else.
Being something else is like being someone else. You have to absorb what they have to say.
If you don't
have
know,
to
I'm looking at him quite very questionably right now.
You have to listen.
He's kind of stupid, dude.
1 ear.
He's waving in his hand.
2 ears. 3 ears, 4. How many ears are to the floor? Open up the door that is your mind.
Imagine if, Dr. Seuss's, all his books, they're just like off
Psychedelics.
the head. Yeah, right?
They're psychedelic poems.
They're psychedelic poems that he came up on the spot. He's all like,
It's like slam poetry.
yeah, slam poetry, but he's, green eggs and ham. Sam I am, don't like green eggs and ham. Like, what the fuck? And
So what you're saying is Dr. Seuss was a rapper.
dude, it was all fucking finger snapping worthy, bro. Finger snapping worthy.
You're telling me I go back to whenever Dr. Seuss was like writing these books, and you'd find him at a coffee.
Yeah.
No, it probably wasn't a coffee.
Snapping fingers,
You'd see
bro.
him at this old jazz club where people, the speakeasy. You get this jazz club where people are just drinking and they're drinking their coffee or their alcoholic coffee, and then you see
he pulls up his
and now
stool,
coming to
like
the
the ciggy.
stage, we got this cat with the hat, Dr. Seuss. Let's hear it for him. He's gonna tell us about some trees and the mighty Lorax.
Dude, that sounds psychedelic.
Right? Where was Dr. Seuss based out of? San Francisco?
I don't know if he's an Englishman. I'm pretty sure he's an American.
Yeah, I think he's an American.
You know who's a crazy good poet? Shel Silverstein.
Shel Silverstein was a great poet.
That man's a genius to even be like his like poetry for children, like his little stories and stuff. They're so good.
Yeah,
he's a genius. That guy's real.
Yeah, I like his poems. I like Falling Up.
Yeah, Falling Up.
Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Number one, The Giving Tree. Number one.
That dude looks crazy on the back of that book.
The Boy Named Sue.
Have you seen that? Like the back of the book?
Yeah.
I remember. Did you ever read that poem about the kid who would always lick his fingers?
Mm-mm.
So there was this kid who would always lick his fingers after he ate. Mm-hmm. And his mom or someone tells him that if he keeps doing it, he's going to have nubs left. So then, like at the end of the poem, all he has is nubs left.
Oh, damn. That sucks. That's a crazy poem.
Right?
There's the one of the... Did you put it up? I think you showed me. It was the one where the guy...
The boy leaves his head at home?
Yeah, and
I think
the loser sits on it because he's not looking for it or anything. He can't find it. He can't find his head because his head can see everything. And then he goes for sit down what he thinks on a rock.
Yeah.
But it's just...
his head.
Yeah.
I think your brother shared that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I think he did show that. The loser.
The loser.
That was a good poem.
I'm a loser, baby. My name is Shel Silverstein.
Man, everyone feels like a loser.
Everybody is a loser.
Pretty much, huh?
In this day and age, you're either a loser or you're rich.
You make the greatest thing ever, and then you're like, man, I'm still a fucking loser.
You make the greatest thing ever, and you're just like, man, I'm still a loser.
Unless you're Picasso.
Yeah, and then you're just like, I'm Picasso,
but that he knew that didn't even matter. He probably thought he sucked too.
You're telling me?
Yeah.
Picasso thinks he sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think majority of artists have.
I think that's just the human condition that we live with. Like,
yeah.
we can always get that feedback that we're so great, so great, so great.
Yeah.
And, we can do all these accomplishments, but like, there's always doing better and like feeling like maybe that wasn't your best. Maybe these people's opinions don't really matter.
Yeah, sometimes because you get compliments, like in music wise, you get compliments on your songs, like, "Hey, great song," But at the same time, you're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think it could be better.
Yeah.
Or you draw something and then you're just like, and someone tells you it's good, and then you just kind of don't like it.
No.
Maybe because, but I think a lot of artists have that little bit of fucking
it's part of the human
self-doubt.
condition,
I think that's what makes artists better at their art, is having that little bit of doubt that it kind of sucks still. So that might propel some artists to just keep trying to make better stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think if you think you make something that's super great right away, then you're probably fucking
great.
Probably good. Probably great.
Yeah.
So Raisin Bran. Back to Raisin Bran, sponsor us. Okay. And that's
that.
Well, I was once walking down the sidewalk and I saw this man, and he was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was just like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's just like, nothing, just walking up the street." And I was just like, "Oh, well, I'm walking down the street." And he's just like, "Yeah." And then
I once had this.
I continued walking down the street.
When I was living in Monterey, there was this bum, but he worked for money, so he didn't really look like.
So he'd like walk around and
he would just walk around doing work,
like asking for money.
No, not
asking for jobs.
Yeah, asking for jobs.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get a job.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go around doing that. And one time, I'm like going to the beach, and I see him, and we're talking for a little while, and he's telling me how he just got done smoking weed with one of our customers in like a truck and stuff with this other grown ass man, and he said he was in the middle between this young guy and this grown ass man, and then the older man started rubbing his leg and shit, and then and then he's like, holy shit, these guys are gay, and like
so did he fuck him for some money?
No, he got really anxious because he thought they were gonna attack him.
He got really anxious because he was trying to get and he's just like, all right,
it was just you're
telling me you're gonna pay me and I also get to get my nut out.
It's so random why he was telling me this, because he said like he was about to like beat that shit out of them and stuff. I don't know why he would tell me that, but he said he had just got done with that scenario when he was talking to me, so he was a little high.
So he got stoned, and then they tried to hit on him.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? That happens to older people too. That's crazy.
What, has that happened to you?
No, it's never happened to me. But you hear stories on the internet and on the
of course
on the news and stuff about kids like being persuaded to get high and then like
be gay.
Yeah, and then like someone does some weird shit to them.
Yeah.
Same thing can happen to older men.
It's like kind of like the same as like getting someone drunk and then trying to take. It's just taking advantage of someone while they're intoxicated.
That's so weird.
So fucked up.
Why would you do that?
Yo, if you're doing that out there and you're listening to this show, fuck yourself. If you're not doing this, good job. You're a good fucking person.
Good job. Support Raisin Bran. Buy a box.
Raisin Bran. The fight. The good fight.
The good fight.
Raisin Bran.
See, this
sponsor us.
The whole idea of freaks talking is to know that other people can fucking talk.
Yeah, bro, just speak whatever. In a world full of people trying to get their points across, let them fall flat sometimes. Because sometimes the shit you have to say just ain't really that important.
When you're listening to someone talk about their opinion and you're just thinking like, man, I don't really have to be listening to that. You just say, okay,
let's just listen to some nonsense.
This. So just listen to the nonsense and think, okay. Because why does their opinion even matter if they're talking about it so passionately? It doesn't. Don't ever think it does.
We're just here
when they tell you to
say,
think about it, man. Don't think about it. Let them lay flat. Say you thought about it, but you actually didn't. And want to know what you thought about? Thought about pie or something, something good. Yeah, something good at least.
Dive headfirst into a 1-foot pool.
Mm-hmm. Dive headfirst into a 1-foot pool. Because that's a little bit better than hearing someone else's opinion.
Sometimes. Some people have good opinions.
What is a good opinion?
Well, an opinion is an opinion.
Yeah.
And facts are facts.
Well, only good opinion would be a good opinion is if you agree with it.
Exactly. Because it's an opinion. An opinion is an opinion. It's loose. It's
a very loose thing.
It's not touchable, really. Yeah. Like a fact. A fact is something that is like solid.
Yeah.
And a fucking opinion is just fucking
an opinion.
Yeah. So thank you, third graders. That is what an opinion and a fact is.
It's a very loose thing. It's like it's like if you saw my arms and hands right now, you'd understand.
You would understand just how much he wanted to strangle himself right now, because he did not understand what the difference between opinion and fact was.
I do understand.
No, you don't. You don't have to lie to our audience.
Oh, I get it. I get it now.
We're right in their ear.
I get it.
We're in their ear right now.
I get it.
You understand that?
Yes.
That we're like their conscious right now.
I get it.
Hey, if you're in a grocery store, go steal some shit.
If you go in a grocery store,
if you're driving your car, you better go hit some fucking old people with your car.
You steal it, but you give it to an older lady. So steal something that an older lady might want and be like, hey, I got an extra
this for you.
I got an extra one of these. You think you might want it? and then you give it to them, and you're like, "Look, I got the receipt." How'd you get that receipt? You flash the receipt that you found on the ground.
You can do that.
Yes,
you just watch people throw their receipt away, and then you go pick it up, and then you go grab the thing. Like,
or bring an older receipt.
Or what you just say is, "I'd like to return this."
No, that doesn't work.
It does work sometimes. Depends on how busy the store is and who's.
What pushover are you talking to?
You're probably talking to someone that doesn't either give a shit about their job at the grocery store, or they're just super busy and they have a lot of stuff to do, so they're just gonna say, "Okay, here's your fucking money."
Of course. Well, whatever they did, they slap a turkey on their back and call them Grandpappy. Gobble gobble.
They always say, Thanksgiving dinner is all for the winners.
I just farted, bro.
Great. Now I gotta smell your fart over here. Like I fucking wanted to smell it over here. We're gonna switch it over to the Smooth Jazz Radio station. Talking about all those smooth sailing things. Join our yacht club at www.yachtwar.com. Yachtwar.com is not an official sponsor of Let the Freaks Speak. The Freaks won't speak on behalf of www.yachtwar.com. You can buy used yachts and live on them. They've turned them into RVs. You've got an RV yacht. Thank you.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
I don't know. I think, is the whole idea of this to, figure out what to...
Talk about?
No, not to figure out what to talk about, but to become, find a premise to talk about each time?
Maybe.
Or is it us, we still want viewers, we're never going to want, people listening to us.
Yeah.
But you think it's, trying to find that, type of rhythm to go with?
Probably, I don't.
Well, I also feel like it's a help to better conversation and ideas and everything.
Oh, most definitely. So what have we been talking about that we can
that we can use?
That we can make.
Well, the whole it's funny. Yeah. Well, to me, it's funny.
I'm having.
I hope anyone else, if they're ever listening, that it's funny.
Yeah, I hope so too. I would I don't want people to listen to this podcast and not laugh at least 700,000 times. Because if they don't, then they should probably be listening to the fucking Mickey Rogers channel.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm saying that
I'm saying it sucks.
Really?
No. I don't know. This is just.
Well, I like the conversation.
Yeah,
I like talking. I like saying stupid stuff.
No, okay. I like saying stupid shit too, man. I'm one for the stupid shit.
We're farmers.
To say, I've got crops growing, and my chops are showing. And my polo jeans are pulling down as I'm taking a dump in the outhouse. And
Minnesota.
No Minnesota.
No Minnesota.
Never Minnesota.
Idaho?
Yes, Idaho. I've been to Idaho.
You've been to Idaho.
I went to a
potato farmer.
I went to a seafood buffet in Idaho one time. We were in Washington and we just drove over to Idaho. But the thing was I didn't like seafood at the time, so I was very bummed out because it was an all-you-can-eat buffet, and my parents were super pumped out about getting some crab and stuff. And now I like crab. But back then I was like, fuck this, bro.
You're like, fuck this shit.
Not
what am I
chicken
eating?
Nuggets?
Ooh, where's the nuggies?
No hamburgers? How am I supposed to fucking eat this shit? How am I supposed to eat this shit, Mom and Dad?
I only want McDonald's and ketchup, Mom. McDonald's and ketchup.
McDonald's and ketchup, everybody.
I don't even do that stuff. I don't do that stuff anymore.
I don't even eat McDonald's anymore. I can't even tell you the last time I've put one of those burgers in my mouth.
No, dude, I had a Carl's Jr. burger. So good.
Carl's Jr. burgers are delicious.
The charbroiled ones, dude.
Exactly. I think all their burgers are charbroiled.
Yeah. Are they all?
Yeah.
I thought there's.
I think that's what they claim as their Wendy's has got never frozen. And Carl's Jr.'s like charbroiled burgers. Their Beyond Burgers are fucking delicious. Tastes just like a regular burger.
They're famous star, dude. Just bomb.
Yeah.
Nice big burger to munch on.
Nice big boyga.
But Wendy's, dude, Frosties, bro. Can't beat them.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, you're pretty bitchy too, you know.
Yeah, fuck you and your stupid Wendy's Frosties.
Bitchy, bro.
I think I'll stick to my Raisin brand. I thought I told you. I only eat one cereal around here. And that, my friend, is the brand of all brands. The Raisin brand. So I'm just going to say this to you one time. Do you feel hungry? Well, do you, punk? Boom. Hire us, Raisin brand.
Hire us, a Raisin brand. Please. If you want someone to do at least some type of radio commercial, you know, in between songs on KOLR 93.5, if I don't even know if that's a real space station, but you know, but you know, we can do those commercials, you know, like the Sonic guys, you know those guys.
Yeah, you just gotta hire Nick and Nathaniel. You call us the Raisin Brand guys.
You know,
we could be the Raisin Brand ambassadors.
We'll be like, we love this cereal, and we're young people.
We're young and we're hung.
We're young.
And we love to.
We're hung. No, we're just hung.
We're hung. We're young. And we are farming titans.
We farm wheat on our wheat farm for Raisin Brand.
We farm raisins on our farms.
We got.
You mean grapes? No, we farm raisins
we farm
only.
Raisins.
Our grapes are so mistreated that they come out as raisins. That's our motto here at Raisin Brand. Only the finest of Raisin Brands. Man, we've probably talked about Raisin Brand probably like 10 minutes solid if you were to cut it all together and put it together.
Well, I would hope.
And that is one reason why I think Raisin Brand should pick us up.
Well, we'll just keep going on. We'll keep seeing how this goes. Hopefully, we get an endorsement by Raisin Brand. You know, they see what we like. Hopefully, it works out soon.
Yes, or else I got a letter from someone saying that if Raisin Brand does not pick us up, that they will go on a hunger strike and only drink 6 packs of their favorite kind of beer, which is also not a sponsor of us, but Beer Channel. Yeah, Beer Channel beers. Beer Channel beers are a beer that comes specifically from the plains of some country.
New Guinea.
No. Are you stupid? That's a different beer.
Oh.
Never mind. Fuck it. I'm not going to say it. I don't even remember now. You fucked
Beer
up.
Channel. The Beer Channel.
No, it's not the Beer Channel because the Beer Channel almost sued them, so they had to take away so they just became Beer Channel beer.
Beer
Channel beer comes from the plains of Texas. If you don't drink Beer Channel, then what channel are you drinking? Hashtag Beer Channel.
Hashtag Texas home country.
Hashtag 420.
Hashtag.
Are you ready for 420? Get all your smoking utensils at Wabbed Out Crew on Instagram. They don't sell weed. They just smoke
Just salt and the pepper, baby. Just salt and the pepper. See,
fuck you.
You see
Don't fucking talk to me ever again.
You know what?
This is the first and the last episode. For all the people that are just listening, because that's all we're doing is recording audio. Nick's having a total meltdown. He's starting to strip off his clothing. And now he's shitting on the carpet.
Well, you know, it happens like that sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
you go to therapy, you act like they're gonna help you. All they tell you is what you want to hear, and then you have a breakthrough, and your breakthrough is no one's really gonna listen. So you get over it.
No one ever really listened.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I got over it.
I don't know what to say.
Yep, that was my my depression breakthrough.
All I
the
have
first
to
day of therapy. Some people would pay for that kind of breakthrough. Me, I did it within an hour.
Yeah, and you also shit on my carpet.
Well, no.
Must be that high brand diet, high fiber. We also what's a really good source of a high fiber diet
Tell
is
me.
you know what I'm gonna say.
No, let me hear it. I want to hear it.
I'm gonna say that the best source of high fiber and a good source of fiber in your diet, and you can always have it during breakfast time, would be Raisin Bran. Mm-hmm. Raisin Bran.
The brand with the union.
The brand you want to have raisin up.
Hey, Ben and Jerry's, where's your Raisin Bran?
Where's your raisin flavors at, Ben and Jerry's? More like Ben and Gary's, am I right? Haha, fucking Ben and Gary's. Even though props to you guys for doing dairy-free.
You guys do it the best and do it the best.
Yeah, they're just so expensive for a pint of ice cream.
Well, you can't blame them, dude. They're trying to run a fucking company.
Yeah, it's a great company.
That doesn't reduce themselves to the cheap waste of a commodity.
Yeah, good point. I could see that. You've got a very articulated point right there.
I hope not.
They don't want to start cutting down on their quality by being able to sell more for a cheaper price.
Ben and Jerry's, the influencer for the business world. Influenced by Ben and Jerry.
You know, I heard Ben and Jerry's was the business plan for McDonald's.
Really? No.
I think McDonald's came first. And I don't want to give any more credit to McDonald's, so we should just stop talking about
Well, let's start talking about In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's delicious, but one thing I don't like about In-N-Out,
well, let me hear it.
It's a fucking religious-based establishment.
No, you just ruined all endorsement just by saying that.
I could fucking care less. We were talking about Christianity earlier.
Well, we're a Christian channel, remember?
Yeah, we're a Christian channel.
Christian channel.
We're sponsored by Beer Channel Beers. Beer Channel Beer is a Christian beer. Jesus died on the cross so he could have Beer Channel. He forgave me by giving me a cold beer channel around the fire that was cast on the bush of Moses. Was it Moses? Yeah, it was Moses that saw the bush on fire, right?
I was thinking of a good idea for a record break.
Like, what do you mean a record break?
Breaking a record.
Okay,
making a record or breaking a record.
Yeah, what is it?
Do what Moses did. You know, how long can you hold the staff over your head?
How long did Moses do it for?
I think he did it for like 8 hours or something. Pretty much a whole day.
That's it?
Yeah.
It took people 8 hours to cross a river? Was it a river or was it an ocean?
No. When he had the battle, there was this battle that they were having, and the only way for them to win the battle, Moses had to keep his arms up the whole battle.
And he wasn't fighting?
No, he wasn't fighting. He just had to keep his arms up.
What a terrible leader.
He helped them win, because when his arms fell below his head, they would start losing, and then they had someone hold his hands up.
That's fucking superstition.
See, that's why I think it would make a great world record.
8 hours? I'm pretty sure someone has already done that.
I don't think someone has done something as pointless as that yet.
I think someone might have. Either that, or they'll be like, you'll call a record place and they'll be like, that sounds fucking ridiculous. I am not going to put you in the thing because you held the staff over your head for 8 hours. There's a guy in here that ate 62 fried eggs in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I hate you, dude. I ate 62 fried eggs in 10 seconds. Then he was cooking them.
I don't even know what the second to, like the millisecond to egg ratio would be.
It's unfathomable.
Like, and so he's cooking them and eating them at the same time.
62 eggs, 10 seconds. Cooking them too.
How many?
I've seen him do it.
I saw him. I was there. I was the guy that was from the record place, and like, damn.
You were there. I remember that.
Yeah, and you were there too. You were the guy that was holding the camera.
And the world's biggest hamster.
You did hold Polio, the world's biggest hamster.
He's as big as a Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The world's biggest hamster.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him though. I heard he crawled into some dark space and died, like most hamsters do.
I choke him out like in Legend because I thought we were done for.
It was biblical.
It was Halloween.
You were choking out a giant hamster.
It was a Halloween, and I saw a vampire, and I started choking out my hamster because poor Sam
was stupid.
You think so?
I think that was dumb.
Dude, my hamster size.
I think the
my
whole
Dalmatian size.
I think
hamster,
the whole thing you said about the vampire and choking out your hamster, that was nonsense.
Dude, no, that's I Am Legend. That's I Am Legend.
No, the vampire would have had to bite your dog, and they're kind of vampires, but they're not vampires. They're humans.
No, they are vampires.
They got fucking virus.
If you read the summary,
if you read the summary,
it'll tell you that the vampires.
It'll tell you that Will Smith is okay in that movie. The dog dying is the saddest part of that movie.
Dude, that movie's amazing, and it's not that sad. It's like saying Marley and Me sad.
Never watched it.
You never watched
I don't like watching.
Did you watch Air Bud?
Anymore. No, I never.
What happened to you?
I watched them as a kid, and I got sad. I
started
thinking about all my dead animals.
You're stupid.
Yeah,
you're dramatic. You know that?
Exactly.
You're dramatic.
Yeah, I'm Germanic.
You're dramatic.
I'm Germanic. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm from German.
You know
descent
what?
A little bit.
Your dogs were gonna die anyways.
Yeah, I know. It's an inevitable truth.
So are your cats.
Yeah, I know. I think about it sometimes, and it's sad.
It makes you sad.
Yes.
You're just gonna get a new animal.
Probably.
Weren't you happy
about when I got a new
What would
animal?
make you sad about it? Shouldn't you be more about like missing them than being sad?
No. I'd be like, damn, why didn't God take me instead?
Oh my God.
Why didn't God take my perfect Christian soul?
It took my cat.
God damn you, God. Why didn't you take my perfect Christian soul?
PETA, sponsor us.
PETA Bread, sponsor us.
PETA Bread, sponsor us.
PETA Bread, now made with animals.
Twin Towers, man. Twin Towers.
Yeah, it's a good Lord of the Rings movie.
I mean, the Two Towers. Darwinism. Return of the King.
Stop fucking reading.
Waiting for the sun.
Gang.
So Jim Morrison versus.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Jim Morrison.
I'm Jim Morrison
versus Little Yachty.
Hey, baby, Jim Morrison.
Who do you think would win in a fight?
The Hound Dog, Jim Morrison.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Jim Morrison or Little Yachty?
Little Yachty.
You think Little Yachty would beat the shit out of Jim Morrison?
I don't feel like Jim Morrison has any fighting power. Maybe it's if it's pissed off Jim Morrison in his 30s, drunk, fat and like.
He didn't live into his 30s.
He didn't? Oh, yeah, he's 26.
He's 27.
He was 27.
He was in the 27
26-year-old Jim Morrison could beat up Little Yachty. Not a 21-year-old Jim Morrison.
Okay, what about Jimi Hendrix versus Takeshi 6ix9ine?
Kakashi 6ix9ine would beat up Jimi Hendrix.
You think so?
Dude, those guys didn't fight. They did not even have the upper body strength to fight, and they were on drugs.
Maybe. We never know.
You can beat up a drug addict. You don't think you can beat up a drug addict?
I think you could.
Exactly.
But, okay, so what about...
Just because they're talented doesn't mean you can't beat them up.
What about Robert Plant versus...
Who's Robert Plant?
I think he was a guitar player for... I think he's the vocalist for Led Zeppelin. Because Jimmy Page was the guitar player.
But wasn't Jimmy Page also a vocalist?
I think they're Robert Plant and Jimmy Page might.
Oh. Okay.
Well, Robert Plant was the vocalist.
Okay. That's a good band.
They're all good bands. They're great.
Okay, Led Zeppelin's badass. I think they'd beat up anyone.
Okay.
Anyone in Led Zeppelin.
You think anyone in Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin versus Lynyrd Skynyrd. Who'd win in the fight? Go.
Ooh, come on, man. Those guys are like Southern people. They probably beat you up.
Probably fucking drink their moonshine and kick your ass.
Yeah, exactly. They know how to fight drunk.
Do you ever look, whenever you go to shows, do you ever look at like famous people and think, I could probably take them?
No, I haven't thought that yet.
You've never had that thought?
No, not yet. Have you?
Maybe once or twice.
I don't know.
I don't know who it was, but
the guys from Prairies, I would never think that.
Fuck no.
Yeah, see, exactly.
I would be. Those guys are gangsters.
Exactly, gangsters. You can't beat up. See, those are like type of people like you won't.
I'm talking like soft boyish kind of bands,
like Justin Bieber. I think I could beat up Justin Bieber.
Bieber,
whatever his
maybe
fucking name is. What do you mean maybe? I'll kick his ass.
That's what we like to think. But then again,
dude, you think he knows how to fight?
Probably, dude, because we don't know what the fuck he does in his off time. That's what I'm saying is he might actually have been trained by some fucking good trainers, dude.
Whatever, dude. Who cares? I'd still kick his ass.
Shit.
Well, everyone says, being in the moment of fighting is way different from like sparring and learning how to fight. The heat of the moment is very different.
What are you saying? So you saying
I trip him, kick his ass once he got on the floor. That's what I'm saying.
You're telling me. So what you're saying is you would wake up in the morning, you'd have your bowl of Raisin Bran just like always, and then you go do your push-ups, your 1,000 push-ups like you do every day, and then you do your fingertip push-ups, 2,000 of those every day, and then you do your jump ropes.
I have a very you would only strict Bruce Lee type of workout.
You only do 10 jump ropes.
10 jump ropes.
And then you stay up for 24 hours.
Just like Bruce
Lee. Smoke a little bit of meth.
Just like Bruce Lee. He's one of my icons, and I don't think any of that is slander against him because obviously it's not real. Bruce Lee would never do anything like that. Why I'm saying it is because I want to make you laugh. But to the man, Bruce Lee, we miss you, man. You're better than everyone.
Never knew you, but I miss you every day.
Okay, play the song. I'm gonna miss you, Bruce Lee. I'm gonna miss you, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, I told you I missed you in my sleep. It hurts so good when I sleep because I miss you. Is that sad or is that happy? I miss you, Bruce Lee, come and get you. One is punch. His wife loved him and his kids. Everyone. Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, do 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 do. Bruce Lee. Oh. Bruce Lee versus Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan admitted it. Bruce Lee would win.
Did Jackie Chan admit that?
I don't know if he admitted it, but he has met him, and I bet he would think he can even beat up Bruce Lee.
Well, those are like two different fighting styles, really.
You think so?
I think.
They're two different acting ways.
Well, didn't Jackie Chan...
Jackie Chan won.
Didn't Jackie Chan invent like the drunken monkey style?
I thought that was already made up. I thought he just knew how to
do it really well.
Yeah, do it really well. The drunken monkey style. I'm not sure.
Couldn't tell you.
And I think it's called Monkey Fist.
Monkey Fist? Fisting monkeys?
Dude, no one does that.
I hope not. That sounds disturbing.
You know what? Like Dave Chappelle made this good point on why he doesn't believe there's AIDS.
Why?
Because
who would fuck a monkey?
No, not because who would fuck a monkey. You know how strong a fucking monkey is? What kind of monkey would let you fuck it?
A monkey that you get really close to?
No, my God, dude. You're so fucking weird.
I don't know. I'm not trying to say I would fuck a monkey.
No, I'm not saying anyone could or anything, but I'm saying like...
You're saying it's impossible.
How would you be able to catch a monkey to let you fuck it? That doesn't make any sense.
What if it was dead?
I don't know.
People are fucked up out there,
You have a crazy necrophiliac living amongst, like, the monkeys.
This is a fucked up zookeeper.
Yeah. That'll be something.
He's just like, heard the monkey's dead. Well, send Randy to go pick it up. Randy always gets caught fucking those dead animals. You gotta send Stuart to go pick them up.
I know, and we can't fire him because he's union.
Yeah, Randy's union, and his pa is our manager. They're like, yeah, how come no one tells him his son's fucking the dead animals? Well, where do you think he learned it from? You're telling me the owner of this zoo fucks these dead animals? You're goddamn right. You want to know the sick and twisted thing? He's got a fucking chair seat on the PETA board of government.
No slander. We're not about that. Not about you.
We're not about harming animals.
We're not about it.
We are not about.
Do we make jokes? Of course we make jokes. Are you laughing? Yeah, I'm sure you are. If you're not, then
if you're not laughing, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Up.
You better
Just
be laughing.
Think about how stuck up you are. Just think about it. You're like, oh no, they're talking about animals and being Christians.
You're goddamn right we are. And all our fucked up speech, you know where that comes from? That comes from our Christian roots. We're goddamn drop dead Christians.
I saw this.
You don't believe in Christianity, I'll come to your door, I'll shoot you.
It's all satire in the end, man.
In the end, life's just a sick, fucked up.
We're not pessimistic or narcissistic.
We're opportunistic.
We're Tyler Durdens in a world among Edward Nortons.
We're Tyler Durdens in a world full of Tyler Hatfields.
What the fuck, dude?
To anyone who doesn't understand that reference,
we know Tyler Hatfield.
Obviously, you don't know who we are. And if you don't know who we are, then why are you even listening to this fucking podcast?
But if you want to find out who we are, just listen to us and you'll find out.
Exactly. We'll have more to say.
Make a compromise for why you should listen to us. I mean, what are you going to do? Go home, jerk off? No, don't do that, man. Maybe if you're a woman, I say explore the woman body. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not quoted on that, but
don't quote Nick. Don't quote Nicholas
that.
Andrew Valenzuela saying the woman's body needs to be explored by the woman because it's a wonderful thing. Because that's not what he just said. Because I kind of butchered it a little bit.
But I'm saying, free the nip.
You heard it here first. Nick just made this crazy statement that I've never heard before.
Dude, I know too many feminists.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there.
Dude, I know too many.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Dude, your wife's a feminist.
I'm going to fucking stop this
Dude,
now.
There's, you say these things and you know a bunch of feminists and you know that they laugh the same way you do, so, you're not going to stop saying them.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that feminists know how to laugh. I agree with them. Because of their sense of humor.
Okay, well, I'm gonna draw the line right here. The freaks.
See, look at
the freaks.
He doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe that the feminists have a sense of humor.
Fuck you.
Who's the more?
My wife's a feminist. All right, the freaks have done their speaks. Freaks have spoken. We hope you enjoyed that token of our appreciation.
Raisin Bran.
For just letting us gobble and say a bunch of stupid shit for an hour.
We deeply love the Second Amendment, which allows us freedom of speech. So always just, have that with you if you don't learn anything from these podcasts. That the freedom of expression and speech is totally yours, and be grateful that you live in a country that has it. And no one will come knocking on your door. They'll just listen to you.
Exactly, and they'll see that you're not really worthy of being invaded. But I want you guys to go home and do one thing today after you've listened to this. I want you to go sit in front of a wall and record yourself talking to it. You fucking loser. Have a good night or a good day. Whatever time you chose to listen to this. And if you're huffing paint, save some for me.
And let the freak speak.